What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 community AI only battle. There is not too many turns to go now, 47 to be exact, so not too long now for the AI to state their claims and try and win this game that of course you guys all voted on who was going to be in, and it's been one of the best games of all time, if not the best. There's been not too many dumb AI decisions, he says, fingers crossed, I haven't just jinxed it, and there's been plenty of action. There's not been too many episodes, as far as I can remember, where nothing's really been going on. And Brazil are still trying and still making progress against the Incans. They took La Plata back again, which is really big. I'm not sure the Incans will be able to take this again. They just don't have the melee units. They may even sneak in to take this city too, which would be a really big gain. And the Incans just generally losing stuff right now. They've lost their Caribbean cities, so now they're starting to look like they're just falling away. Brazil doing very well, and Argentina obviously could put a hammer in the coffin if they wanted to get involved as well. Let's see what else is going on elsewhere. Africa is quiet right now. Of course, Ethiopia are at war with Vietnam, which is huge, but it's not obviously as big as it seems because they're not going to be probably any conflict for the most part in Africa. It's just going to be this small island in the Indonesian islands that they'll be going for. The Huns are lacking much success against India right now. I think India are going to be fine. It's far too. It's not like the Huns aren't good and they can't take it. Like, they are really strong, but this is too many mountains, too much of a gap as well. Like, they're just so far between the Indian city and their border. It's ridiculous to expect them to get over here. Just ridiculous. Babylon is still around, so that's nice. As a Byzantium, they're clinging on. I mean, no one's trying to kill them right now, but they are still here in Europe. Austrian Moscow is just a new feature we're going to have to get used to. It looks like Austria is not going to be able to take out Kiev. Just like, yeah, they're being killed in the sea. It's not going well for them. Don't think they'll get much further, but either way, it's nice that Austria grabbed it. They do need to rebuild quite quickly, though, because they are very open right now. Say Belgium were to get involved. Of course, Ethiopia, not being deterred by that war with Vietnam, still going after Belgium as well, where they can. Celts have quite a lot of stuff. It's just a shame it's not very good stuff. That happens so much. Kilwa deciding to go order. Every time I put my book like far away, so I act like it's every time. It's like between like my video sessions, but every time I put it far away, there's always someone else that needs an ideology. I have no idea why Kilwa has opted for order as opposed to autocracy. It's a bit weird. But there you go. There's a few civs that have gone down order. There's still 2 following freedom, although I'm not sure they are. I might have missed revolutions. I don't think I would. I think there is a notification, but still, I might have missed them. We'll never know. Let's see. Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam not off to the best start here. These submarines are going to go and cause Ethiopia a lot of problems if they start sending them out into the Indian Ocean, because obviously these frigates won't be able to pretty much do anything about it as they get shot down. And obviously the battleships are going to be formidable for them to deal with. But Ethiopia is clinging on here. Obviously, are they considering it? I feel like if they were to lose these 2 units... Oh, they didn't. But, I mean, they're clearly considering it. There's 3 atomic bombs just chilling. Just here. Like, yep. It's coming. I could see it. I really... No, I can't see them using one. Surely not. Are they going to take it this turn? It's got to be... Surely it's now or never. In terms of this city... They did it. There we go. Brazil grabbing another city. The city of Pilmacon down here. Which means Argentina is now only bordering Brazil. Which is a big change for them all of a sudden. That could be quite a sudden change for an AI. Just all of a sudden. I mean, it depends who they're friends with. But now they're probably not friends with Brazil, who destroyed them early on. Oh no, it wasn't Brazil, was it? It was the Incans. Brazil sort of weakened them and then the Incans took them out. But now it's Brazil coming back to take over, and it looks like Brazil could be the surprise. I was thinking the Incans were going to win South America at the very least, but it looks like Brazil really coming back now. This continent, though, very war-torn. The 3 civs that remain, all of them looking a bit overstretched. Big problem for the Incans is Texas is just constantly bombing them with planes. I mean, Texas don't even have that many units over here. I don't know whether they'll be looking to take this city here, but if they were to take this, that'd be another major blow to the Incans. Mali is still doing nothing. I'm just really interested in Mali, because if they did, they're in such a good spot. Like, they could have, there was a time when they could have easily helped. Like, if they'd have joined when Burundi attacked Nigeria, it could have, like, destroyed Nigeria and changed Africa altogether. It just didn't happen. And we'll see. Obviously, I mean, the Ethiopia to the north, they can't do anything about that. They probably can't go after the Moors anymore. Maybe they could take Murcia, but they wouldn't get much further. So they've got to go after Nigeria, surely, at some point. And they should have done it when Burundi was basically helping them out. But it didn't pan out that way. What about India? Yeah, I think India are going to be fine here. Attila, I think you picked the wrong war here, buddy, because it's not working out for you. Here we go. Let's see if Vietnam, they are moving those nukes around. They have 3 now there, and they have in this city, Hangzhou, and they have 1 on this carrier, and a lot more naval presence. But Ethiopia are clinging on. Yeah, I don't think they're going to hold on to this. As time goes by, they will be ground down, but Ethiopia, they're sending these frigates out. They're just trying to kill a few Vietnamese ships. Can't even believe Vietnam, like, that is such a brave move. Like, just because, you know, anything can happen from this. This war could go on forever. And as the late game approaches, better technology. I mean, Ethiopia still aren't really there, are they? They don't have bombers. So, I mean, it's hard to talk about someone getting stealth bombers in the next, like, 40 turns. It's probably not going to happen. Vietnam, on the other hand, are probably just around the corner from those sorts of units. Very close, I imagine. And they could paratroop troops in, actually, here. That would be interesting. Let's see Ethiopia's response. Again, more units surrounding them. It's going to be tough, but they might kill a few of these embarked units. Potentially. We'll see. When they're extremely long processing time. The AI is just running the numbers. Should they go and try and defend this? They are still holding on down here. Yeah, that's good. They're still holding on to northern New Zealand. It's very important for them. Oh my goodness, Ethiopia. How long do you need? You're going after... Okay, they are still trying, but not really trying against Belgium. That's how it is. Argentina has just entered the modern era. Good to see you. That's sad for them, because it means they're behind Kilwa, which is really sad. But yeah, Brazil probably going to hold on to all this land. How is this caravan, like, not been killed? Brazil are going to hold on to this probably, and that leaves the Incans in a bad spot now, although luckily they have that little bit of a tech advantage over Brazil. Only a tiny one, but they can be relying on that. Actually, no, Brazil have battleships too, maybe not. Maybe a production advantage, if anything, but not too much. Brazil have obviously plenty of resources out here. Actually, I'd love... I was talking in the last video about potentially an Australian Let's Play. A Brazil one. It's very tempting. TSL as well. I haven't done South America, have I? I did the Aztecs, which was Central America, and that did not go well. Maybe Brazil. Maybe. Just pondering it. Mainly because I think there is an opening in the Hearts of Iron 4 slot. I've got to see if I can go save that campaign by sheer miracle. But I won't spoil too much there. It's probably already over or already saved at this point, so it's not really a spoiler. If anyone does keep up with both series, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Come on. Someone's got to do something. Something's got to give. Maybe the Moors could go after Belgium again. That would be interesting. Okay, are you going to survive this, Stalin? Are you going to... Yeah, I think... Yeah, okay. The Soviets are safe in Scandinavia. They're probably not going to be able to do anything for the rest of the game, because Austria and Belgium will be too strong. But they're still going to be here. And you never know. They might score some points. They're doing quite well for technology. Maybe they'll score a few points towards the end. I doubt they'll get in the top 10, but it would be cool to see them still alive. Well, Rhodesia, I'm seeing it's your turn right now. If you want to win 3 in a row, it really has to be now or never. You really need to do something right now. Like, just if they destroyed the Zulu now, then destroyed Kilwa, and then threw everything at Burundi, everything they possibly could at Burundi, and then kept going, maybe up to Nigeria, up through Mali, then probably at that point they could go after Ethiopia, then maybe they could. Maybe. But I was trying to... Yeah, I want to see... It would be interesting to see who could... Like, if anyone could take a whole continent. Obviously, if Rhodesia did that, they'd take all of Africa. Vietnam are probably I wouldn't say Vietnam are the closest, because Asia's so big, it's a bit harsh, because like India's still big. The Huns are mostly in Asia as well, for the most part. I mean, the line's here, but still, I mean, they have the Middle East under control. I don't see Vietnam going to war with the Huns ever, in fact. I think that's very unlikely. Ethiopia, again, in Africa, would have to get through some very strong civs. Nigeria, Mali, and Burundi, and Rhodesia, just to have a chance at all of Africa. South America is probably the closest, just because it's got the least civs to being unified. I'd say Europe's the furthest away from being unified. It's very much, everyone's very equal. Attila, again, being in Europe. Austria, Belgium, and the Moors. Obviously, the Celts would be difficult for someone to take out. Driving Ethiopia out would be difficult, and at the same time, it's going to be very difficult for Ethiopia to conquer the whole continent. North America, you've got Texas, who are probably the closest, and they are possibly maybe closer than Brazil. They are probably the closest individual civ to unifying a whole continent. I mean, they could take out Polynesia, the Shoshone, the Sioux, they'd find pretty easy, the Iroquois, and getting rid of Nigeria there. They could do that. I'd say that they as an individual civ are the closest, and I would say that the continent, however, that is closest is probably South America. I just don't know who it's going to be yet. And Argentina joins the autocracy squad. Didn't take them too long. Shortly following Kilwa, as they enter the modern era, we just see them slowly getting that way. Brazil has now entered the atomic era, so they must be doing really well. I mean, they've got the nice looking cargo ships, trading with Texas, which isn't a surprise, considering they're at war with the Incans, who have been driven back to the mountains, and it's a more usual looking Incan empire, and a bigger, stronger looking Brazilian empire, with all sorts of land all over the place. Brazil keeps sending stuff towards Africa. I don't even know what it is. I think they're not at war with somebody. I don't know, maybe they're going after Nigeria? I don't know, but it's a bit weird. I have noticed the trend. They've just been sending stuff over for no apparent reason. Ethiopia still not quite cutting it. Oh, I got a delivery. Just got to go get that now. And we're back. It's all good. We just had a delivery to go sign for. Okay, Belgium definitely going to defend this stuff. There's no way. Yawning is not a good time. I was trying to get back and I just started yawning. Belgium will not be losing this stuff anytime soon. This city, very well defended now. Ethiopia, obviously, probably a bit cautious as to what is going on. What is Samoa doing? They're sending some stuff. Okay, but to be fair, there is some Ethiopian frigates, but the situation is not looking good here. These frigates just went on a suicide mission. They're going to be killed very soon. Look at this Vietnamese navy. The submarines won't help, but yeah, there is definitely going to be another Vietnamese city in the Indonesian islands, and right now Samoa must be terrified. I mean, maybe that's why maybe Samoa are just considering relocating. They're packing up, sending everything to North Madagascar. They're like, yeah, you know what, that is actually what they're doing. They know it's coming. They just know Vietnam, who they are trading with. I mean, not like they have much else to trade with. Them and Australia probably aren't on the best of terms. Same goes for Polynesia. But yeah, I mean, they're just packing up and leaving. Also, the Sioux the Sioux have just got a ton of planes all of a sudden. They built those very quickly. I mean, I imagine as soon as they got the tech, they have a load of oil, so it wasn't too difficult for them. And maybe finally that will bring about the end of the Shoshone. How sad would that be after making it this far? Texas, by the way, finally building a bit of a navy. Argentina has peaced out with Byzantium, and it does look like Machu could fall to Texas. Problem is they don't have any stuff in the Pacific Ocean. That sucks for them. Really does. Let's just keep exploring. Burundi, not doing anything. It's Belgium's turn right now. Imagine they're just building more and more stuff here. I guess that kind of sucks. Belgium must have no oil, which really sucks for them, because they have no oil. They don't have any battleships or frigates, which would obviously make that pretty obvious. They don't have any oil. You'd be surprised they can't trade with anybody, though. Usually the AI finds a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Obviously not in this case. India are holding them off. That's good. Nice try. Good to see you clinging on. But let's see. Okay, yeah, now this is game over. And Wait, what? Oh, I thought Ethiopia had an atomic bomb for a moment. No, they don't. It's a Vietnamese one hidden on a carrier. But yeah, Vietnam will be conquering this island pretty soon. That's a real slap in the face to Ethiopia, who were probably thinking they were, you know, quite a powerful civ, and all of a sudden they're just met with this whole new level of force that's just come through and destroyed them, basically. Not what they were expecting at all. Not what they wanted from the last couple of episodes. Not great with 43 turns to go to cling on and try and come at least second, or at least surely they're going to try to challenge for the victory, aren't they? But it's going to be so tough. See if they get, you know, if they do the right thing in the right statistics, it's possible. You know, if they were to go after just land, focus on land, cities, having a giant military, anything's possible. You never know. Crop yield would obviously increase with that. So it is possible, just by, you know, flat out just expanding and destroying your neighbours one by one. Just get rid of Byzantium. You could probably launch a pretty devastating offensive against Austria, who are wide open right now. If you put more effort into attacking Belgium, and then maybe just go after Nigeria. I think Ethiopia would find that a lot easier than Burundi did. But that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.